Well, one thing I've always had a problem with this mini mill. It's a Chinese mini mill. It's not bad though, really, but you got to kind of work within its limits. It's got a little bit of play in it, not a lot, good enough for what I use it for. It's got some plastic on here that breaks off once in a while, like these things, but nothing major. The one thing I had a problem was with the vise, and I couldn't get an item clamped in here tight enough. So what I did, instead of using an Allen wrench, I used the channel locks to tighten down this Allen screw, which these channel locks will tighten down this Allen screw a lot better than the Allen wrench. Then I put this big C-clamp up around here, and then I got it on here with this, and that thing is locked in there, man. It ain't going nowhere. It's got, this thing's got some play in it, man. I mean, it's not perfect, but it does do a nice job going across there, not screwing nothing up. So, and it works okay. Thing is, I always had a problem with the damn this thing, the vise itself. The vise, I can never get this clamped in here that good, and a lot of times I was freehanding stuff, and which is kind of defeating the whole purpose of having a mini mill. Not quite though. I mean, it's more like I'm not, if we're using a vise and you're using this, crank it in, you're using this to go the other way on the other axis. One's the x-axis, one's the y-axis. Then you got your z-axis, and you got your fine-tune adjustment over here. It's the whole thing is you want to have the item inside here clamped down real solid, and these clamps are garbage, man. I mean, the stuff that come with it's garbage. It just doesn't clamp that good. So, big old C-clamp, and it's in there, man. So when I take it out, I just smack this down, get the clamp off of there, and loosen that up a little bit with the C-clamp. This, the pliers, channel block pliers, and then knock it out, and then clean out the freaking shavings, and we're all set to go. And usually when I'm milling stuff, I usually use this junk, transmission fluid. I don't use milling oil. Transmission fluid works fine for me. And this thing, I just keep it out here covered up, something like that. It's a good little item, man. It's a good item. I've been using the hell out of this mini mill. So, I'd like to get a lathe one of these days. Maybe that'll be something else. I can make anything I want then, including the barrels and all the other wonderful stuff. So, anyway, over and out. And that's just a tip. You can always MacGyver some of the cheap Chinese junk that you buy that's saving you a couple bucks. That's not that perfect. Because, if you're buying a real mill, maybe it's going to be thousands of dollars more. This thing's good enough for me. And one thing I always had was a problem with the stupid vise, so I just put a clamp in there. Good to go.